Here's a short video of my 3-year battle with stage 4 colon cancer. I got diagnosed late stage 3B colon cancer, and this is me waking up and getting out of the hospital originally with a ileostomy, unfortunately. So the next few months I was really sick. Finally got my meds right and was able to start getting healthy, as you see here. I had to go back in for the reversal surgery. This is where life started becoming fun again. They had told me previously after doing some chemo that I was in the clear, no evidence of disease, go live my life. So that's what I was doing here, going back to the gym, working out, getting my body back. I'd lost so much weight. I was 123 pounds leaving the hospital from that first picture. And you can see in each one of these photos where I'm getting a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. I had some of the best times of my life doing this, hanging out with my gym buddies and getting just to live again after 6 months of nothing but non-stop cancer mess. It was fun to have a couple months break. In total, I got about 5 months in all these different photos where you see that I'm working out and whatnot. Of course, I was still having to go to the doctor, still having to get scans. And then unfortunately, it did come back. And right about here, I think actually these photos right here is when I got told again. So I went even harder in the gym. I started going twice a day, 7 days a week, because I knew my body was gonna need, the resources to survive. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I was getting told a lot of crazy things that weren't good. And I actually at one point told my doctors that I just don't want to hear anything that I don't have to hear anymore. I was really scared at this time. My faith was still strong, but there's a lot of stuff going on in my life. There's a lot of stuff going on upstairs. Actually, this suit was, bought that suit to be buried in, but sorry, I had to collect myself, but that's the magic of editing. And here coming up, that's the PICC line that they installed so that I could receive more chemo treatments to hopefully fight off the stuff that had come back in my lungs, my liver, and there's a spot on my tailbone that was causing significant pain. It was getting very difficult to move around. Eventually got to the point where I could barely walk, but here's me going back in, getting more chemo, going back to the gym, keeping it moving, and trying to stay positive as best as I could. At this point, I had already decided I wasn't going to let it take me, and I was going to do my best that I possibly could to survive it all. But here's me getting the surgery to get it removed off my liver and my lungs. They took a third of my left lung, and they took multiple spots off my liver, also took my gallbladder. That was a rough surgery, and it was very difficult. But after that surgery, went right back into chemo, getting more chemo done. Chemo really tore my body up. I lost a lot of weight again. Started going back downhill. Still trying to keep the best positive attitude that I could, but I mean, there's good days and there's bad days, and sometimes there's only good moments and multiple bad days in a row, but you got to take the wins where you can. Here's the issues that I started having with different chemos, where I would break out in rashes and hives, and it was just covering me from head to toe. They tried everything, getting super sick. Nothing was stopping it. They would take me off of one, put me on another. Nothing really worked. I got a little break during Christmas time here, but then right afterwards it started coming right back, even worse. And then we tried multiple different things. Nothing was really making the spots in my upper lung go away, because ultimately that's what came back right after that surgery, and we were trying to get rid of that. And then the spot on my tailbone is still causing a significant issue. So this is me going back in for surgery for the hernias. I had a blockage, and so we had to get the hernia repaired, but we had a little bit of issues. Me living some life, going in for radiation. It was successful, and so I was pretty happy. I got sick for a couple weeks afterwards, and that was really rough. That's when my social media started to take off. But then I went back in for more chemo, which didn't work out. It was a trial that I failed. So they took me off of treatment. I started working out again and just prayed a lot that God would take care of me. I got the scan results back right before I went down to live stream with Goose Wayne and got to hang out with him, got to hang out with my son, my father while I was down there. we came back up to the mountains and hung out there for a week with some family and had an amazing time. When I got back home, started working out again, and here's me today, cancer-free. So no matter what you're going through, make sure you keep your faith up, keep your head up, and keep going. Love you. God bless.